Part 1, Chapter 20 of Little Women is called Confidential. The girls are overjoyed to see their mother, especially Beth. Mrs. March soon visits Amy and is less pleased with the turquoise ring, a gift from Aunt March Amy is too young to wear, but Amy says it will serve as a reminder to be less selfish. Jo thinks Mr. Brooke will carry Meg off and make a hole in the family. Marmee says she'd be satisfied if Mr. Brooke had enough income to be free of debt and make her daughter comfortable, since he truly loves her. In Chapter 21, Laurie makes mischief and Jo makes peace. Laurie tries to convince Jo to tell her new secret, but she won't. So he writes Meg a fake letter of proposal, which she answers by saying she will only be Brooke's friend for now. Laurie doesn't send Brooke her letter and apologizes. Jo visits Laurie and finds him agitated because his grandfather has physically shaken him for refusing to say what happened at the marches. She explains to Mr. Lawrence that Laurie's silence on the matter is meant not to shield himself, but someone else, and Mr. Lawrence soon apologizes. In Chapter 22, Pleasant Meadows, on Christmas Day, the girls and Laurie make Beth a snow maiden outside and lavish her with gifts. The best gift of all, Mr. March appears and praises his daughters, noting the moral progress they have made. In Chapter 23, Aunt March settles the question. Mr. Brooke proposes to Meg, who says she's too young to marry. Aunt March tells Meg she will not leave her a penny if she marries Mr. Brooke. Meg, angered, defends Mr. Brooke and the possibility of marriage to him. Mr. Brooke comes back in after Aunt March storms out in a huff. Meg now accepts his proposal, but they plan to wait until he can establish himself financially. Laurie comforts Jo and promises to stand by her as a loyal friend as Part 1 of Little Women ends. Jo is worried that Meg's marriage will create a hole in the family, but she learns that adding men enhances rather than detracts from it. Meg is at first in no hurry to marry John Brooke and is not even sure how she feels about him, but she ends up giving her consent before she's had time to reflect upon it. Mr. March returns home, and the girls and their mother were like bees swarming after their queen. Thus, the patriarch becomes the queen bee of the women's hive, a reversal of gender roles. Drone bees are males, while the queen is female.